If you're only feminine for somebody that's doing something that you want them to do, then you're not a feminine person, as far as I'm concerned. We can't be used unless we allow people to use us. People will do to you what you allow them to do. Nobody's going to invest in you up front and they don't know what they get. Oh, you ain't my wife, so I can't come help you with your car if it break down. You ain't my wife, so I can't help you take the trash out. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy L64 and welcome to the journey. In today's journey, I'm going to be discussing something that I struggle with hearing. Sidebar, speaking of hearing, I actually recorded the whole episode before I did this one and couldn't hear anything because the audio didn't come through. Talk about pissed. I had to record this whole episode over again and hope it turned out good. Nevertheless, hope y'all enjoyed the second take. Back to our regular program. But I've heard it several times in my life. And basically, have you ever heard that phrase? And women, I want you to understand, when I'm talking, ladies, I'm a man speaking from a man's perspective and the things I dealt with in my life. Because a lot of times I had people say, why don't you talk about men? I'm a man, okay? Of course, I'm going to talk about men sometimes, but I'm talking about my journey and things I've been through. Understand that. So anyway, today's episode is basically about something I heard several times in my life. And that is the terms I've heard, or I've heard people say this: don't do wife things for somebody that's your friend. Or I've heard men say, I've heard it referred to as husband things for women, wife duties and wife responsibilities for people that's just your friends. Now, I feel some kind of way about that because I believe in showing up as who you are. So let's get into that. Let's dive into this a little deeper. Whether you're in a casual relationship, whether you're in a committed relationship, whether you're married, all of these things, when you first meet someone, it's like your first impression, right? So I'm gonna give you a little scenario. You go to apply for a job working at Ford. Let's say you're working for Ford. They looking for somebody to work in their marketing group, all right? So you go to them, they look at your resume, you basically come in there saying, oh yeah, I can do the job. They're like, well, where are your credentials at on the resume? And you say, oh, I'll show you once I get in there. I know I can do the job. Well, guess what Ford gonna do? Kick your ass out of there and don't give you the job. So that's the way I feel about when people say things like that. Listen, if you deal with me, I show up as who I am. I tell you up front the type of person I am, in the sense that my actions is more than me telling you, but you like to be honest with people up front. But you see the type of person I am. If you get a flat tire and you call me, hey, I'm gonna help you if I can. If you need to know if your oil is low and you don't know what the hell where the oil is at or what a dipstick is, I'll show you. If it's something I know knowledge-wise or wisdom-wise, I'm sharing it. Because me, I like to help people. It's not, oh, you ain't my wife, so I can't come help you with your car if it break down. You ain't my wife, so I can't help you take the trash out. You ain't my wife, so I can't do anything that would be helpful with something that you might need outside of just going to restaurants and eating dinner and having sex. You know, it's a foolish way of thinking as far as I'm concerned. Now, that don't mean let somebody walk over top of you and let them get all the spoils with no effort. But what I'm saying is, if you are a person, I'm gonna talk to you ladies, if you're a woman that like to cook, cook. You don't want to cook for somebody, don't cook. Don't do anything you don't want to do. But don't expect to have certain results with guys that are looking for certain things, and you talking about you gonna wait till you get married to them to do it. Well, a lot of men gonna be like, the hell with that. This is what I got. This is what I know that this woman brings to the table. And that word bring to the table. Not word, I literally meant phrase. But anyway, let's continue with the program. I'm gonna be talking about that in a future episode. I don't even want to get into that right now. But this is what I'm looking at. This is the type of woman I'm dealing with. She doesn't cook. She doesn't clean. She's not resourceful. She's just good for hanging out with and laying up with. If that's what you showing up front, then hey, don't think somebody gonna wait down the road and think they getting a different product. No, you showing the product that you are right then and there. Because I'm gonna tell you something, when you talk about wife, husband, I'm old fashioned. I believe in roles. I believe that we have certain duties and jobs that we bring to the table. As men, we got certain things we need to do. Protectors, providers, etc. As women, it's certain things, whether you like it or not. Nurturers, caregivers, you know what I mean? Bringing that emotional side. You know, that's what y'all do. So if we don't want to accept that, that's fine. But I'm not going to go around here like a robot, like, hey, I'm not going to do this if you ain't my wife. No, because this is just who I am. I'm a helpful person. I'm a resourceful person. So when I've dealt with people and they cook for me, I was grateful. I'm very grateful for that. But people that say, oh, I cook, but I got to be in a relationship or I got to be married to somebody to do it. Well, guess what? Chances are you probably won't get that far with it. Because nobody's going to invest in you up front and they don't know what they get. That's common sense. If y'all disagree, drop it in the comments if you don't agree with it. But for me, I believe in showing up as you are. Showing up being who you are. I'm not coming to you saying, I'm not even going to say the word. I don't tell people I'm an alpha. I let people decide on what they think I am based on how they deal with me. I mean, based on how I am and how I deal with them. They don't know who you are. You don't have to say things. But at the end of the day, it just comes down to this. Show up as your natural self. You can't say I'm feminine to somebody who doing things for me, then it's not natural. If you're only feminine for somebody that's doing something that you want them to do, then you're not a feminine person as far as I'm concerned. You can't hula hoop around it and jump in and out of femininity. Just like a man can't say, oh, I'm masculine, but I'm going to be feminine today. You know, it is what it is. It's like, either you are or you're not. We don't have that luxury to do that. You can't jump in and out of masculinity. You can't jump in and out of being intelligent. You know, you show up as who you are. So that's the whole thing with that. We don't got time to play these games. I'm not saying give everything. Remember that. It's still limitations to everything. And if you one of them people talking about, I'm going to stop doing stuff for people. I'm going to stop. I ain't doing this for no man no more because of a bad relationship you had. You got to learn to control and put boundaries on what you do. Because ultimately we're responsible for ourselves. We can't be used unless we allow people to use us. People will do to you what you allow them to do. So if you're doing things because you want something in return, you're probably going to end up disappointed all the time. That's why when I do things, I do it because I want to do it. If it don't turn out the way I might want it to, no big deal. I didn't lose anything. I was being me. And hopefully the woman I was dealing with accepted it and enjoyed who I was naturally. I'm not going to go out here and try to be something I'm not. And that goes for you, ladies. If you giving a man something and you feel like you're not getting nothing in return, that's on you to check that. That's on you to check that shit. Don't keep having other people be responsible for your stuff. So show up as who you are. Nobody's going to hire you for the job if they don't know your credentials. If you don't want anything more than that, that's fine too. There's a lot of things that just blow my mind. And the last thing I would say is, remember, if I marry somebody, it's no action that's going to show you married to me. It's nothing I can do. We talking about a bond, a partnership, somebody you taking as a life partner. That's deep. You can't fake that. You're not going to get that to somebody. You're not going to completely give yourself to somebody spiritually, mentally, in a romantic way if you're not married to them or if you're not with them. That's what I'm saying. So understand that. Don't get it mixed up. Don't get job duties or things that you do for yourself. Hell, you cook for yourself. Hell, I clean my own car. These are things that I do for myself. I don't just do them for anybody, but if we cool, what's the big deal? You know, if you always looking for something, then hey, get somebody that'll give you everything and you always get a reward for doing something good. That's all I can say. But show up as your natural self. And that's what this is about. Who are you really? Don't tell me you feminine with only the guys you with or only your husband, because hell, you ain't married and you ain't with somebody. And you're not going to get the job if they don't know what they're getting up front. People don't work like that, and it's unrealistic to ask people to do things like that. You put the cap on how much you're willing to give somebody. That's your responsibility. All right, so with that being said, this your boy L64, and I'm signing off. Hey, if y'all got any comments about what I said, anything about the video, if you got any anything you want me to discuss in the future, drop it down in the box or in the comment section. I'm open to hearing this. You know, I want to know what people think. But if you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe to my channel, the letter L, the number 64-The Journey. Also, if you're on my IG, check out my IG pages on L64-The Journey. Also, Lamont 64. Alright? I appreciate the support from everybody. I can't do this without you guys supporting me. Alright? And I'm grateful for that. So with that being said, I'm about to sign off here. Oh, and also check out Culture Los Angeles. Make sure you check out El Culture line. Culture spelled with a K. Kulture. That's right. Yeah. Culture Los Angeles. Check out the clothing line, alright? We need support with all of that. We got a lot of things we doing over here. I'm gonna be bringing you guys the best content I could possibly put together, and I'll see you on the next journey, alright? 1.